it really work. Yeah, it's legit. Queens of credit. Call them up. And get your blessing. Yeah, they lit. They fix it quick. It really work. Yeah, it's legit. Yeah, you want that car, you want that house, but your credit really in a drought. Queens of credit have you walking in the bank. Queens of credit have you chilling by a lake. You've been waiting for too long, ain't no more time for delay. It's just time to level up, you ain't got no room to play. Always putting others right before yourself. It's your time to shine, time to stack as well. I hit a bag calling, I see the money fall.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Ashanti Odom-Pitts, Kingdom Credit Coach. Listen, we're not going to be on here all night, but I do got to talk to y'all about these myths and these lies that they've been telling us, okay, in these credit streets. Wherever you're tuning in from, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for showing up for yourself, okay, and for wanting more for yourself in 2022. So what's up, y'all? Let's get into it. So I already had some questions that people were asking about, like, is this true, right? Is this for real? Is this for real? One of the things that they were asking was, will running your credit score hurt you? Now, here's the important part. If you allow a car dealership, mortgage, credit cards, secured or unsecured lines of credit, loans, any of that stuff, yes. What's up, Priscilla? Yes, when people are running your credit, it will hurt you. How much will it hurt you? 15%. All right, anywhere between 10 to 15%. And so you might be saying, Dr. Ashanti, what does that translate into when it comes to points, right? So that's about 55 to 65 points is what 15%. Now, I'm not saying that every time you run your credit is going to cost you that, but it can cost you anywhere between 1 point to 8 points. So that's why you definitely got to be very careful when you're allowing people to run your credit. Now, will it hurt you if you run your own credit? Absolutely not. You need to become a stalker of your credit. Okay, hello, somebody. You need to make sure that you are checking your credit every 7 days. Why? Because 80% of the information that's being reported on your credit, it's inaccurate, right? And so if you're not checking your credit, if something pops up on there that shouldn't be, and we let it stay on there for months and sometimes even years, because I've worked on people's credit and they'll be like, man, this is from 2 years ago. It was never mine, which is crazy because that means that it impacted your score and it didn't have to. Like, we could have hurried up and got that off. The next question is, will paying collections help you, right? Or will it delete? So anytime you pay off a collection, whether it's a medical bill, a repossession, late pay, credit, anything, right? Any kind of collection, anytime you pay those off, it does not automatically delete it off your credit. Is it good that you do that? Yeah, absolutely. Of course it is. Of course, it's always good to like get rid of stuff or pay it down. Priscilla, you better be stocking your credit, okay? I got you whenever you're ready. And so what happens is that anytime you pay off a collection, it stays on there. It just shows paid in full or settled in full. So what's the difference in that? So like, let's say you owe $1,000 and then the credit card company that you owed or that collection that you owed says, hey, look, we'll let you pay half of it and we'll just dead it. We'll flatline it, right? So it'll show that it was settled in full and not paid in the full amount. But that verbiage stays on your credit. So like, let's say you're applying for something, the lender or the financial institution can still see that information on your credit. So that's why having that stuff deleted or removed, it erases the history of it ever being there. Okay. It's like a bad breakup. You know, it's like when you meet new people, nobody ever knows, you know, that you went through a bad breakup. Okay. Like, listen, I just want to keep it real here. The next thing is that, does maxing your credit cards matter? Now, most people will max out their credit card. So that means that anything over 30% drops your score 120 points. Okay. So that means that if you have a credit card and you're constantly maxing that thing out, it's going to cause your credit score to drop. And it will not go back up until you get down to the 0 to 11%, right? Why is that important? Because if you're trying to get approved for something, let's say a business loan, another credit card, even a mortgage, they're going to look at that and it tells them a story that you are desperate for credit because you're maxing out everything that you got. So that's why when you look at your credit report, you got to look at it as a way to understand that I'm actually telling a story to that bank, to that credit card company, to that lender, to that financial lending institution. I'm actually telling a story based on my credit. It's kind of like your resume, right? The next question I had was closing out your cards is a good thing. Dr. Ashanti, I don't use my credit cards, okay? So I'm gonna just close them out. Or better yet, I don't want to use them because I'm not that disciplined, so I'm gonna close them out. Well, the problem with that is that it's going to drop your score 15%. That's like 65 points, right? So that's why if you close out a card that you do not use, and then all of a sudden the very next month, you're like, man, why did my score drop? Because you shouldn't have closed it. Okay. The best thing for you to do in these credit streets, and I'm all about teaching y'all how to navigate, because I know it's people out there that got the game and will not share it. Okay. They're gonna make y'all pay for it, but I'm gonna give it away for free 99. Okay. So you want to make sure that anytime you're closing, like you're not using a card, just spend like $5, okay, or $10 a month, and then just pay it right off. Okay. Just pay that right off. Next, paying off a car will not reduce your credit score. That is a lie. Somebody put lie, okay, in the chat. Listen, paying off your car will drop your score. Now, should you pay off your car? Absolutely. Why? Because you want to eliminate your debt. But what I'm telling you is that because it is also reflecting length of history, that she spelled it out, lie. Yes, because it is actually reporting on your credit. That means that that's an actual account that, you know, has been reporting payment history, whether it's good or bad. So if you pay that car off, then they're going to say that it is a closed account and they're going to drop your score. Now, yes, you can recoup those points. Okay. So all is not lost, but I just want to tell you that because again, people won't tell you this. Next question was, is Piggy backing illegal? It depends on who you talking to. Let's say that you know somebody that has excellent credit and they've got like a 700-800 credit score, and they've got a credit card that has extensive payment history where they've never been late, right? They have a good utilization. They're between 0 to 11%. They've got a good length of history on that card where it's like 3 to 10 years. You want to be added to that. You want to be added to that card because depending on how much money you owe or how much debt, right? How much debt you have, it can help boost your score anywhere between 60 points to 300 points. You may only be able to, you know, you might only need to be added to one card, but sometimes, like, you know, depending on how low your credit score is, you may need to be added to like 3 cards. Okay. So being added to somebody's card is not illegal, but depending on who you're talking to and how you obtain it, that could be. Okay. To answer that question. If you guys have questions, like I only have like 2 more left. So if y'all have questions, put them in the chat and then I'll answer those. Okay. The next one is fixing my credit will automatically fix my spouse's credit. Pause. Listen, if you fix your credit, it is not going to automatically fix your spouse's credit. Okay. Nor is, like, let's say if you get a divorce and, you know, if it's on both of your credits, then you need to get your credit fixed. But just because you fix yours doesn't automatically fix theirs. Okay. So yeah, listen, most people think that because they'll be like, well, you know, we're together, we're married, so I'll just get my credit fixed. And no, y'all have 2 totally different social security numbers, which means that it's being reported 2 totally different times. When you don't know the individual, it is lender here if you pay for it. Yeah, come on. Let me log in so I can see who that is. Because when you're not on Restream, I can't tell who made the comment. So let me just make sure, because you are absolutely correct. Who is the lender? Can you put your name on there? For some reason, it's not showing up. But yes, you are right. So It can be illegal depending on how you obtained it, but getting it from your friends, your relatives, or somebody like that. Hey, Nicole, what's going on? Yes, Shalonda, you are definitely right. And so it's also a good thing for you to add, like if you have children and you have a child that is in school or in college and you have excellent credit, add them to your credit card. So that way, as soon as they graduate, they're able to go ahead and make their first purchase, whether it's a vehicle or a mortgage. So yeah, that's definitely a good thing. So if y'all don't have any questions, those are all of Demetrius. What's up? Thank you for joining us, y'all. Listen, y'all know what time it is. Is it good to get trade lines added as an authorized user? Yes, especially if you know the person. Okay. What credit site should we believe? Y'all definitely shouldn't believe Credit Karma because Credit Karma lie. Okay. But you know what? What I do like, no, for real, what I do like about Credit Karma is even though they do lie, they update like every other day or every 7 days. And so sometimes at one point during the month, they be like legit. But no, definitely don't believe Credit Karma. Experian is excellent. Identity IQ is excellent. But yeah, do not believe Credit Karma. Although it's free. So what I do want to encourage you is if you're going to start stalking your credit score and you don't have the budget yet to pay for a credit monitoring service, start somewhere. Okay, please start somewhere. Credit Karma is a good place to start. It's not accurate, and I'm gonna tell y'all how not accurate it is. I had a client who had reached out to me, and she was like, "Well, I was gonna start, fixing my credit, but I checked on Credit Karma and it said I was at a 680. I was like, Credit Karma be lying, but okay. Who am I, right? Who are me? Who are me to judge? Anyway, she goes to the car dealership and the car dealership pulls her credit and it was 520, okay? 520. So you're talking about that's like a major integrity issue with Credit Karma. But again, like I told you, if you do not have it in your budget, you got to start somewhere. Just understand this. The 5 elements that go into your credit score: the payment history, length of history, the utilization, the new credit, the credit mix. You've got 5 different elements that go into that. Credit Karma, although they are not as accurate, they do a wonderful job with saying, hey, listen, your utilization is too high, or you've had new collection accounts that have been added, or if you pay this debt down, then your score will go up 30 points. So I'm not bashing Credit Karma because I'm telling you, like, they really do give like low key, legit, like good information. So I just want to make sure that if you have not started stalking your credit, you start somewhere, okay? Because they didn't teach us this in school. So don't listen. Do not get down on yourself, okay? Because they didn't teach us about credit in school. Nobody taught us, that maxing out our credit cards was going to push our credit scores to the 300s, 400s, okay? They didn't teach us that. They taught us some important stuff, but credit just wasn't one of those. So that's why I'm here. Okay. That's why I'm here, to teach y'all about credit. If y'all don't have any other questions, we are going to reconvene on next Thursday at 7 p.m. Y'all know I love y'all so much. It's my duty. Okay. My mandate, my assignment to bring financial literacy and credit information in these streets, because you got to learn how to leverage your credit to create wealth. You have to learn how to use other people's money to begin to create wealth for yourself, okay? Because you deserve more. Like, you deserve the best. You know what I'm saying? You deserve it all. I love y'all. See y'all next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all know what time it is. Stand up, because we are building our scores. See y'all next week.
Credit, queens of credit. Queens of credit, 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 queens of credit. Yeah, they lit, yeah, they lit. They fix it quick, they fix it quick. It really work, it really work. Yeah, it's legit, yeah, it's legit. Queens of credit, queens of credit, queens of credit, queens of credit. Call them up, and get your blessing, get your blessing. Yeah, they lit, yeah, they lit. They fix it quick, they fix it quick. It really work, it really work. Yeah, it's legit.